Now when the Sabbath was over, Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James, and Salome brought spices so that they might go to anoint Jesus' body. Now very early on the first day of the week, just after sunrise, they were on their way to the tomb, and they asked each other, "Who will roll the stone away from the entrance of the tomb?" Pastor Craig, are you trying to roll the stone like the women?
No, it's uncomfortable right here, and I want to move this heavy stone there so I have a more comfortable place to sit.
Yeah. Well, that just kind of reminds me of this week. It's a bit uncomfortable to enter into Holy Week this year.
Well, it's not just uncomfortable, there's a lot of heaviness as we go through Holy Week. I mean, it starts with being in that upper room where they hear that the one they love is going to be betrayed and die. And then it's the betrayal that happens, and not just the betrayal, but then it's the trial, the crucifixion. Those are some pretty daunting and heavy moments.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to bear those heaviness. And when we think about their heaviness, it reminds me of the heaviness that we've all been facing this year. It's been a heavy year with COVID and violence and unrest and turmoil.
And in the midst of all that, it's this story that reminds us that those women go to that tomb and they run in front and see this heavy stone right there, and they wonder, how are they going to roll that stone away?
Yeah, but they go there in faith, in obligation, in love for Jesus. They go with their heaviness, not knowing how they're going to bear it, but just knowing they have to go.
And what they find out is that Jesus takes all those heavy burdens in our lives, bears it on his own shoulders on that cross and in his death, and as he lays there in the heavy moments of his own death, that somewhere in the midst of that, the heaviness is lifted up and rolled away, and hope fills that tomb.
Maybe that's what Holy Week's about, is that we can face our heaviness knowing that God is going to raise us up and empty that heaviness and bring new life.
That is what Holy Week's about, is in our heavy moments that we know that God has faced the heaviness of life with us, and says that even in the most heavy moments of our life, that those burdens are bared with him on that cross, and we have hope that frees us now and forevermore.
So we can face it, and we can turn that heaviness to God, knowing that new life will spring forth. So join us this week for our very own trilogy. Our Triduum trilogy, as we go with Jesus in the heaviness of this world. You can join us at All Shepherds for our Maundy, Thursday, and Good Friday services at 7 o'clock, both in person or live stream virtually.
And you can join us at St. Mark's Lutheran Church for our Maundy, Thursday services and Good Friday services at 7:30 p.m., both in person, virtually on Spectrum 1020.
And we can face that heaviness, and we can know that it will lead us to Easter morn, that beautiful day when God gives us new life, new hope, and reminds us. So come, join us for our Easter celebration at All Shepherds, where we will be worshiping at 8:15, 9:30, and 11:11, both in person and virtually live streamed as well, and on our YouTube channel.
And worship with us at St. Mark's Lutheran Church at 7:30 a.m., 9 a.m., and 10:30 a.m., both in person or virtually live streamed on our YouTube channel or on Spectrum 1020, or listen in on 98.5. As together on that Easter morn, we proclaim those powerful words for all the world to hear.
Christ is risen.
He is risen indeed. Alleluia. I like it.